Okay, folks, we're back playing Arkham Horror vs. Shudde Mell, Season 3, and we added a Dunwich board. Everything's going fairly okay so far. We have 3 gates open, a couple monsters on the board, the terror track hasn't moved, Shudde Mell's on number 3 on the doom track, and Mark is trying to go into his first outer world here in the abyss to try to seal a gate. Well, we start our turn with Harvey, and I'm going to try to move him over to the Black Cave and let him get these 2 clue tokens. So I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3, let him get these 2 clue tokens. And that'll be his turn. And then, of course, I stand Mark up here at the abyss, and let us have our encounters. Of course, I unexhausted the flamethrower. Black Cave, a monster appears. Treated it as if it the ambush ability. After the battle, if you pass a horror track, draw spells equal to the monster's horror rating. If you fail the horror check, you merge with resolve. You may search the skill deck for bravery card and take it. Yeah, that's not a good one right there. A monster appears, huh? Okay, we picked a priest of Dagon. And it has magical immunity. It's -2 on the horror. So let's first see if we pass his horror check. Now he has a wheel of 1. Ugh. Well, I don't think he's going to be passing that wheel check. So I only get to roll 1 die. Oh, and I was successful. So I did pass it. So I will draw 2 spells if and when I beat this thing. And I have to fight it now, and it has magical immunity, so I have a fight of 2. So let's see. Yeah. And I got no successes whatsoever. So I lose 2 stamina. I have 1 left. And let me try again. Okay, well, I got 1 success. I could spend a clue token to try a roll, which I will. Oh, I got it. No, I did not. This thing beat me because it was -2. Okay, so Harvey has physically got beat. He lost to the priest of Dagon, so he goes to St. Mary's Hospital. And he's going to draw one of these injury cards. And this is a cracked ribs. If you ever lose 3 or more stamina at once, after any reductions, you are devoured. Treat this card as a duplicate of amnesia. Madness card for purposes of being devoured. Well, that's not good. So I do get my 2 spells though, because I did pass the horror check. And so he got Feeding the Mind and Vision Quest. Wow. Okay. And now Mark's over here in the abyss, and we have a red and blue. So let's see what we get. No, it's yellow. Alright, we have blue here, and we are in the abyss. Other. Muttering a quick prayer, you hope that the grate is weak enough to remove. Since it is the only way forward that you've found so far, pass a luck -1 check or stay here next turn. Well, he has a luck of 1, so it'll be 0. But he gets to roll 1 die. Oh, and he passed it. So, alright. He can move on next turn. And the first player token will go to him. Okay. Now it is Harvey's turn. Well, it's the Mythos turn, and let's see what we get. Devil's Reef, we won't be using that one. Independent Square, so we got to put a gate at Independent Square. We put a clue at the Unnameable, and let's put a monster at Independent Square. A Dark Young. God damn, I hate these things. How come I always draw them damn things? Ugh. Alright, so we have monster movement and nobody's going to move. All monsters in the Miskatonic U streets or locations are returned to the cup. Well, unfortunately, what a bad luck, because there are no monsters in the Miskatonic U location. Okay, so Harvey is going to say there, because we want to pay some money and get our stamina back. And of course, he's moving 1. So let's do that. We start with Mark first. And Mark is in the other world. We got a blue or a red. Alright, blue. Discard, and draw again. Okay. Come on now. Alright, other. It seems that you are not the first to have come here. Gain 1 clue token and $2. Hey, okay. Alright. 1 clue token for Mark and 2 smackers. I can see now that Mark's going to be the strong one in this game, because Harvey's already having a crap time. And Harvey pays his $2. Instead of having an encounter there, he gets to pay $2 and heal his stamina, which is what he will do. Okay. Alright, so that's that phase. Alright, and now let's go to our next Mythos phase. Alright, let's see here. The woods. So we put a gate at the woods. Take the clue off. Clue appears an independent square. No, it won't, because there's a gate there. We have no monster movement. And high tides. The tides seem to be defying the tidal charts, causing elevated water levels far upriver. Investigators in Rivertown, Easttown, and Merchant District streets or locations must pass a fight -1 check or be delayed. Okay, well, he's not going to be delayed. And let's put a monster over there at the woods. And this one is a fire vampire. It's a flyer. And we got to put, of course, a Doom token on the Doom track for Shudde May. So far we have not had any monster surges, but the board is starting to fill up with gates all over the place now. So hopefully we can get a little bit better here. Let me see. It's going to be Harvey's turn. Let me see what this thing has. No horror check. Physical immunity. But 1, but he doesn't have a good fight. He only has a fight of 2. Oh boy. He does not have any good items. Huh. I would like him to seal a freaking gate, but he's going to have to go to a gate that doesn't have a monster there. Maybe next turn he can go up there, so I will... Man, I don't know what to do on that one. Where should I even send him? I guess I'll send him to the library. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then, of course, he's going to come out. And now it will be Harvey's turn. Some archaeology professors seem to be having a wager, and they call you in to be in the room to have fun at your expense. Be a good sport and try to pick out the antique from these fakes we made up, will you? If you pass a lore -1 check, you may draw and keep 1 unique item. Well, he has a lore of 4, so maybe this will be the item I need. And he does pass, so I will draw and keep a unique item. This is the golden trumpet. Okay. And so now it's Mark's turn, and this thing is a -2, and he has a fight of 3. But Harvey can cast and exhaust any phase when you or another player attempts to close a gate, that player receives a +2 to the check. So let's see if he can. He's going to have to cost 1 sanity, but his lore, he passes so he can cast it. And instead of losing a sanity, he gets to put 1 on the golden trumpet. Okay. And so now Mark will get +2 to close that gate. So he's going to have 5 minus 2 is 3. So Mark, come on. And we got it. We got this gate closed. Takes it as a trophy. He will spend 5 clue tokens. For 5. He will seal the gate. And let's see what monsters. We do have one of those monsters. We have this thing. We have the Dark Young. Okay, so that opens the way. That was pretty good. We took these monsters off the board. That means Harvey can start to try to get to one of these places and go try to seal a gate, which actually works out pretty good. So, okay. So let's move the thing to Mark and let us do our Mythos phase. And this is Marsh Refinery, which we will not be using. Unvisited Isle. Alright, here's our first monster surge. Okay, Unvisited Isle. Do we have any monster movement? No. Clue appears at the science building. All undead monsters have their toughness increased by 1. That would be the ghost. Okay. Now let's see here. We're going to pick a token here from Shudde Mell each time a monster surge occurs. And we have to draw another monster, of course. We have to draw 1, but we'll randomly do that in just a second. We pick this rebel token and it goes to the... where does it go to? The administration building. See, the administration building is there. So we put this rebel token there. That building is closed. And let us put another monster over here at the Unvisited Isle. And this one's going to be a cultist. That's not too bad. Okay, and now it is Mark's turn. And Mark would like to get some more clue tokens. So let Mark go over here to the Silver Twilight Lodge. He already has 2. And I'll let Harvey, he is going to move 1, 2, 3. He's going to move there. Okay. And streets, but we want to get him to Independence Square to close that gate. Okay. And that's going to be their turn. Now he can... Alright. If you are in a street area, you may roll a die and consult the chart below to engage in some petty larceny. Okay. So we're going to do that after Mark's little encounter here at the Silver Twilight Lodge. So, let's see here. Certainly, we'd love to have you, Carl Sanford says. If you can do something for us, move to the City of the Great Race and have an encounter there, then immediately return. If you pass a test or defeated a monster encounter there, take a Silver Twilight membership and gain 1 clue token. Okay, so he's going to the City of the Great Race, which is a green and yellow. Alright. Alright. City of the Great Race. When your mind returns to your body, something seems to have happened to you while you're away. Make a luck check. His luck is 1. Eesh. And he failed. If you pass, lose 1 stamina. If you fail, draw an injury card. Okay, so he drawed an injury card. He does not gain anything because he did not pass a test. So Mark gains a head wound, -1 lore. You cannot spend more than 2 cloak. That ain't a lore check. If you ever gain another head wound, you are devoured. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's that. And now let's have Harvey in his Sheldon Lodge, and he rolls a 4, and it's gained $2. Okay, so he gains $2. And now let us do the Mythos phase. Pass the first player back to Harvey and see what we get. It's a rumor. Damn it. Unvisited Isle. Well, we have another monster surge. Shit. And we have some monster movement here. And the Star Vampire can move, but there is Harvey's over here in the streets, so this thing will move to the streets. Let's draw another monster. And it's another cultist. What do you know? So we put another cultist there. Let us grab another token. See what place gets closed. And this is the the Bank of Arkham. Okay, so the Bank of Arkham is now closed. Alright. When this card enters play, place 6 clue tokens on it. Any player may spend clue tokens during the Arkham encounter phase while in the East Town streets to discard clue tokens from this card for a one-on-one basis. Roll 2 dice at the end of every Mythos phase. For every 1 or 2 roll, place 1 clue token on this card. If there are no clue tokens on this card, return it to the box. Each player draws 1 unique item. If there are all 10 clue tokens on this card, return it to the box. All Elder Sign tokens are removed from the board. Well, that sucks. Oh my god, that's terrible. So we'll put that on the East Town streets. Excuse me. And we got to put 6 clue tokens on it. Oh man, that's terrible. So let's do that. And now Harvey has to fight that fire vampire. But he has a sneak of 2. I might just try to evade it because it has a 0 modifier there. And I do not evade it. So I have to lose 2 health. Oh, it's an ambush. I couldn't evade it anyways. Okay. So never mind that. So let's fight it. I do not have to do a horror check, but I have to fight it. And it has physical immunity. So I have no magic really to... Oh god, man, he sucks. Okay, he gets to roll 1 die. And he fails, so he loses 2 stamina. Okay. And I'll try that again. And he fails, and he gets beat again. He goes back to St. Mary's Hospital, which is awful. And he will get another injury card, and this is nerve damage. Anytime you lose stamina, the amount of stamina loss is increased by 1. Treat this card as a duplicate of depression. So Harvey, you're just going awful. Ugh, okay. So Harvey, well, Harvey's going to stay there, and he's going to pay $2 basically to get his stamina back. And then it's going to be Mark's turn, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3 to the science building. He's going to get that clue. And he's going to, instead of having an encounter here, you may spend 5 toughness worth of monsters or 1 gate trophy to gain 2 clue tokens. Well, he's going to spend this gate trophy, and he will gain 2 clue tokens. So that puts him back at 5. And so that's their turn. So let us draw another Mythos card. Oh, and a gate opens right up under Mark at the science building. This is going to go to Rylith. So he goes to Rylith. Here. Clue appears at the witch house. And let's check for monster movement. And so this thing's going to the sky now. And no other monsters move. All Gugs and Night Gaunts in Arkham are returned to the cup if at least 1 monster returns to the cup. Okay, nothing returned to the cup. Okay, so let us put a monster on the science building, and let us add a Doom token to the Doom track. And for the rumor, we do not get a 1 or a 2, so we do not have to put a clue token on that card. And we're going to put a formless spawn at the science building. So we'll stop it right here and come back next turn and hope we have a little bit better luck with Harvey. See you then.